Hello everyone, and welcome back to our cozy corner of the world. Are you ready for a brand new adventure with our favorite dog sisters? As the air turns crisp and the smell of pumpkin spice fills our home, Sasha and Jayden are about to discover that the greatest magic of all isn't found in a faraway world, but in a simple act of kindness. So, curl up, get comfortable, and join us for a very special Thanksgiving story. The morning of Thanksgiving dawned with a sky the color of a pale, sugared plum. In the little seaside farmhouse, the air was warm and thick with delicious smells. Savory herbs, roasting squash, and the sweet, spicy promise of pie. Sasha, a storm cloud gray puppy, zipped through the kitchen, her nose twitching with every new scent.
It smells like a firework made of yummy. A crunchy, juicy, bouncy firework.
She skidded to a halt, sniffing a bowl of cranberry sauce.
Ooh, and this one smells like a tart red puddle after a rainstorm.
From her throne of warm floorboards, Jayden, a golden Labrador, didn't deign to look up from her book, though one ear twitched in the direction of Sasha's latest crash.
It smells like cranberries, Sasha. And you are tracking mud, like a tiny four-legged tornado.
Some of us appreciate a little order. Mama Dawn laughed, her ponytail swishing as she turned. Around her neck, her flower pendant caught the light. Let her be, Jayden. A little chaos is good for the soul. Now, who's ready to start a new tradition? Mama Dawn placed a graceful, bare branch in a vase on the low table. It looked like a skeleton of winter, waiting to be dressed. This is our thankful tree. Today, we'll each write what we're most thankful for and hang it here. It's a promise to look for the good things, big and small. Jayden immediately picked up a crayon with her mouth. She printed neatly on a crisp new piece of paper.
I am thankful for the quiet peace of a good book, for a full bowl, a warm bed, and for the sound of my sister's happy snore always being right next to me.
Jayden carefully hung it perfectly in the center. A satisfying, logical statement. Sasha snatched a piece of paper. Her brow furrowed in concentration. She scribbled, then crumpled it.
For squirrel chasing. No, not big enough. For puddle jumping. Not epic enough.
Her tail, which usually wagged like a metronome gone wild, drooped.
What if I can't find the best thankful? My feelings are too big for this little paper.
Then it came to her. Sasha's tail was back in action as she began writing.
I am thankful for my sister's shadow, because it means she is always right next to me. And for a home where every belly is full. And for a whole world that wags its tail because it is so full of love.
Just then, a rustle came from the old oak tree. A small russet form launched itself from a high branch, performed a dizzying mid-air somersault, and landed with a perfect flourish on the porch railing.
Hark! Your local guardian of gossip, the purveyor of peril, has returned. It is I, Trixel. Gather round, and hear the tale of my narrow escape from the leaf raker of doom. His machine roared like a metal dragon, but I, with agility unmatched.
But in the middle of his story, Trixel froze. His fluffy tail stiffened, his nose twitched.
A new scent on the wind, a tale of woe that demands my attention. Follow me.
He scurried along the railing and down to the garden fence. Sasha and Jayden followed, their curiosity piqued. Trixel pointed a tiny paw through the slats.
Behold, the lonely sentinel of the forgotten farm.
There, on the porch of a small, weathered farmhouse they'd never really noticed before, sat a dog. He was scruffy, with fur the color of dusty earth and a gentle, tired face. He was staring at a single, empty food bowl. He let out a soft, rumbling sigh that seemed to carry the weight of 1,000 quiet afternoons. Sasha's ears perked up. Her grand, world-sized thankful suddenly had a face, a scent, and a sad, empty song.
Jayden. His bowl is empty. It's singing the sad, hungry song.
Jayden assessed the situation, her logical mind whirring.
The subject appears to be a senior canine of mixed breeding. The empty food vessel suggests a critical lapse in resource allocation. This is suboptimal.
Sub.optimal? It's a tragedy. We have to help him. That's my thankful. I'm thankful for helping him.
And so, a mission was born. Operation Thanksgiving Guest. Jayden, the master strategist, laid out the plan.
Trixel, we need intelligence. We must understand the situation before we can apply a logical, compassionate solution. This is a mission of mercy, not mischief.
A clandestine operation. My specialty.
What followed was a masterclass in squirrel espionage. Trixel darted across the lawn, a russet phantom in the autumn landscape. He flowed from the cover of one fallen leaf to the next, his movements a silent, fluid ballet of pure espionage.
The interior is a tomb. Dust dances in the sunbeams where no feet have trod for ages. The lonely one speaks only to the sparrows. His heart is as hollow as the old gourd on the step.
As Trixel was getting closer, Barnaby looked up and offered a gentle, slow wag of his tail.
He is kind. His eyes hold the quiet wisdom of many lonely seasons. He offered me a nod, not a bark.
The debrief was solemn. Trixel delivered his final report with uncharacteristic gravity, and the sisters listened, their earlier playfulness replaced by a shared, determined silence. The facts were clear. Barnaby was alone, and he was hungry.
The conclusion is inescapable. The only proper, neighborly protocol is to extend a formal invitation for Thanksgiving dinner.
They found Mama Dawn, her hands dusted with flour. Sasha launched into her plea, her words tumbling out like a waterfall of feeling.
Mama Dawn, you have to see him. He's all scruffy and his smell is so lonely, like a forgotten biscuit under the sofa. We have to invite him for the feast. We have to.
Jayden stepped forward, the voice of reason.
From a resource management perspective, our feast has a surplus. And from a social wellness standpoint, isolation is detrimental to pack health. Inviting him is the most efficient solution.
Mama Dawn wiped her hands and walked to the window. She looked at the old Miller farm, a flicker of confusion in her warm eyes. That's odd. I could have sworn that place has been empty. For years. She shook her head slightly, as if clearing a dream, and turned back to them, her smile returning, brighter than ever. You are both absolutely right. A full table is a happy table, and no one should be alone and hungry today. Let's go bring your friend home. The walk to the neighboring farm felt momentous. The air was so still, the only sound was the crunch of frost under their feet. Barnaby looked up as they approached. He was hesitant, his body low to the ground. But then he saw Mama Dawn. He saw the gentle welcome in her eyes. He saw Sasha's whole body wiggling with hope and Jayden's politely wagging tail. He slowly stood up and accepted their invitation. As he stepped across the threshold into their warm, bright, delicious-smelling home, something magical happened. For the briefest second, a single heartbeat, a soft, golden light seemed to shimmer in his scruffy fur. Sasha's nose twitched.
He suddenly smells different. Like sunshine and old kind stories.
Jayden blinked.
And his eyes. I saw little golden specks, like starlight.
The feast was a quiet, happy affair. Barnaby ate slowly, savoring every bite of turkey, every bit of sweet potato. He didn't speak much, but his eyes were full of stories. When Mama Dawn asked about his home, he spoke in a soft, rumbling voice.
Oh, I watch the seasons. I listen to the wind tell its stories. I wait.
After dinner, they returned to the thankful tree. Jayden took a new piece of paper and began to write.
I am thankful for a new friend who reminds me that a full house is the most beautiful sound in the world.
She hung it next to her first one. Sasha took a piece of paper of her own.
I am thankful we found a friend who was lost.
She placed it with her other one, with a triumphant flourish. Then Barnaby stepped forward. He didn't take a crayon. Instead, he gently nuzzled a blank, beautiful piece of paper and pushed it toward the tree. It stuck, as if by magic.
My gratitude is too deep for words.
As twilight painted the sky in shades of violet and orange, Barnaby knew it was time to go. He stood at the door and looked back at them, at Mama Dawn, at Sasha, at Jayden, and at Trixel, who was watching from the windowsill. His gaze was deep and knowing.
You opened your door to a stranger. You saw a neighbor in need, and you saw a friend. That is a rare and beautiful magic. Thank you.
He turned and ambled into the gathering dusk. For a moment, as he reached the edge of their yard, his shadow seemed to stretch and glow with a soft, golden light. And then, he was gone. The next morning, Sasha and Jayden raced to the fence to check on their new friend. When they got there, they skidded to a halt. The little farmhouse was gone. The porch, the empty bowl, all of it. In its place was an empty autumn field.
He's gone.
No. Look, the farm is gone too.
Confused and a little awestruck, they padded back home. And then they saw it. Their simple, thankful tree branch was gone. In its place stood a magnificent miniature tree, its leaves looking as if they were crafted from solid gold and amber. A single leaf, shaped like the one Barnaby nuzzled, drifted down and landed softly in Sasha's fur. It glowed with a soft, internal light. Their original paper leaves were now beautiful, illuminated artifacts, their words shining. And hanging from the central branch was a new leaf, the most beautiful of all. It read,
Thank you for opening your home and your heart to one in need. Your gratitude has taken root. Your home will grow with love. Your grateful neighbor.
The family sat together, bathed in the warm, golden glow of the magical tree. They weren't scared. They were filled with a deep, cozy wonder. Sasha leaned against her sister.
I don't need to write my thankful anymore. It's growing right here in our house.
Jayden nuzzled her.
It appears the most powerful adventures don't require a magic mirror or a faraway world. They only require an open heart.
Mama Dawn smiled, her fingers touching her flower pendant, which pulsed once, gently, in perfect harmony with the tree. The end. We hope your Thanksgiving is filled with just as much warmth, wonder, and the magic of an open heart. Thank you so much for sharing this story with us. If you enjoyed Sasha and Jayden's adventure, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss their next cozy tale. From our family to yours, we wish you a wonderful and truly magical Thanksgiving.